A very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us tonight. This is the Nigeria Watch coming to you live from Bright Television BRTV channel 102. We're broadcasting from a TSTV decoder. You have the great chance and opportunity to talk about your country, people, politics, economy, and governance. We do these Mondays through Fridays. But let me quickly let you know that I have some great guys in the studio. Some obedient, yes, as they are popularly called. Loretta Aisha Akwashiki is right here in the building with Ipwe Lebosi. It's my pleasure to have you.
Thank you very much.
So when you hear the word obedience, what comes into someone's mind?
When I say I'm obedient, I know that the person who is listening to me knows that I'm talking about good governance, change in the present situation of things in this country, and then a situation where politics is not just left to anybody out there, but to people who are passionate about Nigeria, people who know that they have no other place except here. This is our home. We're passionate about it and want to do everything to change it. And when I was a little girl, all the time growing up, you hear people saying, before, it used to be this. And then you thought that as we were growing up, things will change. But we're still saying it was better. We don't want yesterday to be better than today. No, we want today to be better and tomorrow to be better than today. That is the country we crave for. But all the time growing up, we never heard that. It was always, oh, eggs used to be 10 for 10 naira before. And then it keeps going up. So when I heard Peter Obi say he wants to change us from a country that consumes to one that produces, that just finished me.
And we have a lot of youth massively pushing this forward, saying it's got to be Peter Obi. What inspires them?
Just like my sister Loretta have said, this is a new Nigeria we've been hoping for. For the past years, we've been crying for a new Nigeria, and the new Nigeria is here. And Peter Obi is the new Nigeria we are talking about. And this, our movement is organic. Everybody, it comes from born of passion. The youth have been yearning, which day will it get to? Like when I started, when I grew up from childhood, they started telling me, we are the leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders of tomorrow, and the tomorrow will never come. I believe.
No, but tomorrow is Saturday.
I believe.
Tomorrow is Saturday. That's what we're going to come back to you for more of the discourse.
The pain of war knows no tribe or religion. War engulfs everyone, rich or poor. Homes are destroyed, emptied by the darkness of war. During war, everybody loses, nobody wins. The innocent pays the price of our ego with their blood. They are badly affected by a decision they didn't make. Dialogue is the only way out. We are stronger together. We should never separate. We are one Nigeria. Our oneness, our strength, our beauty.
This message is brought to you by Bright TV, the home of talk and entertainment, channel 102 on TSTV Africa. Say no to war.
The former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi, and of course the flag bearer of the Labour Party, is in the race for the 2023 general elections. He's spoken so much about taking our country, Nigeria, from its consumption or a consuming nation at the moment to a production, a more productive state as it should be. Well, all of these have been questions as to how is he going to do it? What miracle is Peter Obi going to perform? A lot of questions have been burning and people have been asking questions. He sits atop a very tight race between the former governor of Lagos State, talking about Bola Ahmed Tinubu, former vice president of this country, talking about Atiku Abubakar, a former governor of Kano State, talking about Senator Musa Kwankwaso. So, Obedient, tell me, with all of these people I've mentioned, what is going to make Peter Obi different from what we have now, a government of the APC that promised us that we're going to have perhaps a naira to a dollar, and we're going to eat food, wake up and food is on our doors. That's for a joke anyway. But tell us about your candidate. We really want to know. What is Mr. Peter Obi bringing to the table, and why Obedient?
Why not Obedient? That is the question. That's how I would answer it. The answer is clear. You can see things are not moving the way they should. And so we, the common Nigerians, every Nigerian, you'd be amazed if you see the kinds of Nigerians that have come out to form this movement to bring Peter Obi to rule Nigeria. He has said the right things we need to put this country, and he has said them with facts and figures. And we want a Nigeria that works irrespective of our tribes, our religion, or where we come from. It doesn't matter. We just want the right people to do the right thing. And so Nigeria is going to rise again. And that is why people have gotten up on their own, formed groups on their own, and the groups are further consolidated into bigger groups on their own, so that we will push and see that we get things done. Individuals from local government areas, from states, and all over, from the diaspora, have formed groups, and that those groups have further grouped into bigger groups, and people are doing this organically, on their own, passionately, and we're not letting down until we see that it's done. Women are out pursuing this. Children, youths have never been disinterested in politics, and which is good. It's a good thing that they've woken up now, because as it was said earlier on, we say the youths are the leaders of tomorrow. So tomorrow is here. The youths are ready to take it, and we will go all the way, and every step of the way, doing the right thing by the books to make sure that we get it right.
So who is Mr. Peter Obi? I would like you to tell me about that.
Okay, the person...
I'm asking you this with reference to who we know politicians to be. They come up, they tell us good things, they, in quote, brainwash the people and tell them they are better sent than the other. So who is Mr. Peter Obi, and how is he going to be different from the regular Nigerian politician that we've always met and be disappointed in most cases?
Okay, the person Mr. Peter Obi, I want to state it categorically. Peter Obi has said it, he is not a saint. He has said it all the time that he's not a saint. But he has a track record that is verifiable. That is why I always use the word go and verify. Yes. Peter Obi has come at a time like this to rescue this nation, Nigeria, with issue-based campaign. When I mean issue-based, it's not like other politicians say that I will tar road, I will build school. He's telling you issue-based, how he will touch the life of people. He has done it in Anambra State, and it's visible, it's verifiable, and people are attesting to that. That is what Peter Obi has brought to the table, and that is why he's going around preaching the message. He's not sending through the media aid. He will go to you. I want to explain what just happened recently about the flood, what he did to Nigeria.
Go ahead.
You know, this is a life-threatening issue, and other presidential candidate, Peter Obi he made a statement. Please, let us call off our campaign and go to meet our people that are suffering in the flooding area. He led it. He was the first one that was going around everywhere, meeting those people at the point where they are. What is the issue? Oh, I sympathize with you. Please, I'm coming to your aid. And he donated what he have. That is leadership. Leadership has to do with compassion for the people. Peter Obi have passion for this nation, Nigeria. It's not a do-or-die affair. I've said it categorically. I'm not running here. It's not a do-or-die affair. If I don't win, no problem. But he has the passion. That is why everybody is channeling their energy through Peter Obi. That is why we're here for him. He has the passion for this nation. He has the love for this nation. And he has displayed it several times. Goes how passionate he has, how passionate this 2023 is. That is why he has come at a time like this. And I can tell you that is why Peter Obi is taking time to tour around. He said from consumption to production. He has toured around all the countries that has what it takes for Nigeria to grow. He went to Egypt to learn about power. He went to UK. He went to US. He has been going around to, please, what makes your country the way it is? Please, that is what I want to introduce to Nigeria. That is why we are watching and we are following him. And that is the person Peter Obi is. Okay, in case you've just joined us, we are speaking with Loretta Aisha Akwashike and Ipwe Leborsi. They are obedient in any way, but the question we're trying to ask is that looking at the 2023 elections, we know that money is a factor. We have the All Progressives Congress been in power for 8 years now, 7.5 going to 8 years. And we heard in the news where Labour Party is said to be looking for money, perhaps to run this election. My question would be a question that one time caused a stir in the media to say, who is bankrolling Labour Party? Who is bankrolling Peter Obi? How is he going to get funding to run all of this? Because we can see the money power play in politics. You saw the faces I showed you there. Kwankwaso, Atiku Abubakar, the money bags. You talk about Tinubu, the Jagaban. The question is, where is Peter Obi going to get money to run this election? Or do you think Nigerians don't need money from Peter Obi?
At the moment, we're not looking at how much is being brought for us to run. I mentioned support groups earlier.
Okay.
They've been running around and self-funding to do everything. The rallies, all those things were self-funded by Nigerians. They brought their monies together and did what they had to do. So we've reached a point now where the money anybody is bringing to share doesn't matter. We're talking about our lives here. We're talking about our country. This is beyond any other thing. So Nigerians, this is the first time Nigerians are bringing out their 1,000, 2,000, putting it together to do things for election. So it's not business as usual anymore.
You want to add something?
Yes, okay. I just want to say, just like the last campaign, you know, just 3 days ago, a jet surfaced, obedient jet. Okay. we are prepared. Nigerians are prepared for this. We've told Peter Obi it's not about your money, the T-shirt, the branding, everything you're seeing. If it's going to social state, we fund it ourselves. It's about the passion. It's about Nigeria taking back our country. It's not about his money. They said these other big names you're calling, this is their money. But by the time every Nigeria contribute money, we will swallow all their money. We are out for it. They were saying, they've come out with private jets. I think they said Peter Obi doesn't fly jets. Now where's jet? We said more of these jets are coming, obedient jet. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that a jet is being branded for presidential campaign.
So are you saying Peter Obi bought a new jet?
The Nigerians, not Peter Obi, the Nigerian youth and the support base are the one that brought those private jets to brand. Everything you're seeing is organic, is passion for this country, and the people are contributing it. He doesn't know anything about it. You're coming tomorrow, just come. We are prepared. Both the stage and everything is being managed by Nigerian. The structures that they are saying there was no structure, those structures that the organic structure have come out with their money, and we are ready to match other people. That's just the truth.
Aisha, it looks like Nigerians are angry. What do you think is the problem?
We are angry, and there is no reason why any Nigerian wouldn't be angry. We're hungry, and any person that's hungry is obviously angry. Things are not what they used to be. Nigerians have gotten poorer by the day. Why wouldn't we be angry? So that is why everybody is getting up, every obedient is getting up, not expecting anything in return, but better governance.
So are you seeing this more as a movement than just an election season where people come out to vote?
It is a movement. This is a movement.
But Nigerians are not really aware of the fact that Peter Obi has the routing way down in the north, where he can actually catch up with the likes of Kwankwaso, the likes of Atiku Abubakar, and more so, a Southeasterner. Do you think all of this is a disadvantage to Peter Obi as an individual?
We're not discouraged at all.
How has the message been at the North? That's exactly what I'm asking.
We are already going down into the grassroots. We've already formed our structures as support groups, and we're going down into the structures and talking to people. There's a project called the Mama Papa Pikin, which is the project to sensitize people on how to identify Labour Party logo so that on the day of election, they will know that this is the party to vote for. This is the party that will bail us out. So we're still working on the Boots on Ground project, which was initiated by the Coalition for Peter Obi CPO. The Boots on Ground is the move to go down to the grassroots, talk to people, show them the logo, teach them that on that day, this is how to vote, this is what to do, and everything. And we are going to do it down to the basic grassroots. We're ready.
I'm talking about being ready. You know all of these issues in strategic communication, talking about the fact that your party, the Labour Party, is a new party. It's not that popular. So what effort would you say needs to be done to ensure that you can at least popularize the Labour Party? Because that seems to be the constraints your party is having at this moment. Are we saying that without Peter Obi, we won't have a Labour Party?
Just like after our commissioning, we are asked to go to, politics is local. What we are doing now is called boot-to-boot sensitization, word-to-word sensitization. You know why the Nigerians are taken by surprise? Because they never believe within 3 months Peter Obi can be everywhere. And they complain first with the house structure, other party. Now, they now said they are no longer on social media. They are no longer talking about social media. They say now they don't have PVC. You know, they don't have anything to hold about us because we are already in the grassroots. Politics is local. We've taken it local. Believe you me, from now to December, everybody will know about Labour Party, Papa, Mama, Pikin, which is on our logo. That is what the message we are preaching in the boot-to-boot sensitization about Labour Party and Peter Obi itself. So we have to sell the party because that day Peter Obi will not be on the ballot. So what we are doing about the party, we are going for boot-to-boot, door-to-door, house-to-house, personal evangelism on the party logo, which is Papa, Mama, Pikin. We vote for inanimate object, it did not work. Now we are voting for human being, which is Papa, Mama, Pikin. Let's vote for human being and see what has come.
I just realized that. You say you vote for, in the past we voted for inanimate object.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. But are you not afraid of the Jagaban? I'm talking about such a big personality like the former governor of Lagos State, a former senator, the Jagaban of Lagos. Is your party now? I'm asking this question to say, if Peter Obi fails to get this, which other party would you have picked your president from?
No other party. Wherever Peter Obi is, that's where we pitch our tent. So it's about the person, no other party.
But we're not seeing the women doing the talking. I told you that in my office.
Yes, you said that.
What is Peter Obi's policy for women development for youth? I would like you to tell us, because that's the reason why you're here.
There are women that have formed themselves into groups that are working on the ground, in the grassroots, and every corner and cranny of the country. There are women carrying on the boots on ground thing, running door to door. And we are of the opinion that by the time the government is set, we hope to have at least a 40% participation in the government.
Okay. So, full inclusion of, that's about almost, for 40% is a huge one, because the UN affirmation is always talking about 25%, 35%.
We'd take 40 here this time around.
Okay, Lebosi, I would like you to take me through Peter Obi, some of his policies that would attract a typical electorate, a voter, to show consciousness to say, okay, if it's Peter Obi, where is Nigeria economy at this time? And where will Peter Obi take it to? These are some of the things Nigerians are concerned. Like he said, perhaps Nigerians are hungry. But it doesn't seem to be so on the other side, talking about the All Progressives Congress, where some APC members who came on this show had told us that what we have as recession at this moment, or economic hardship, is global and it's not particular about Nigeria.
Okay, just like this nation, Nigeria, what people want and the policy Peter Obi is bringing, he said from consumption to production. And if he comes in and into power, remember everywhere is messed up. It's not a miracle that will happen.
When you say everywhere is messed up, but we know that the federal government is doing some projects as well.
Yeah, what I mean, people are hungry. You understand me? Now, the federal government is doing projects, but they are not touching individual lives. Because if they are touching individual lives, if you see everything is increasing in this country, but salary is not increasing. Everything increases, but salary remains the same way. So that's one of the policy that Peter Obi will bring in. Every individual that's into business, please, there will be some percentage for you to improve on your business, so that if you can have a daily meal, life will be going on. Then those that are civil servants, there will be some additional advantage or percentage in their salary. And people that don't have job, they will bring them out of the street. Those that are into business, artists and different people, they will be mobilized, and there are some little fees that will be given to them for them to improve on their business. Those are some of the policies. Then academicians, all of them, those academicians that have been shouting about strike and they've been out of school and home, Peter Obi is going to solve all those things and to ensure that everybody gets to work and get paid as of when due, and nobody will be owed, and everything will be moving. It will take some time, but it will happen.
Let's take a look at, in just 60 seconds, moving a country like Nigeria from saying that from a consuming nation to a productive country where we have to, we still have people who are doing one or two things.
Yes.
Are you saying that the President or Progressive Congress Party is not doing enough?
They're not doing enough. And before we moved from consumption to production, earlier on in his journey to this thing, he has gone to study something about power. Now, we need power for these things to work. We also need security for the country to work. I think security has affected us so much this time around that it's telling on everybody. It's telling on the prices of food and every other thing, because farmers cannot go to the farm to farm. There's nothing available. So when we have the right policies in place and then the right things are done, we have a system that works and the right things are done, then things will begin to fall in place. And then from there, we're at least taking the right step in the right direction. It takes just one step to start, and then we'll keep going until we get it fully right.
Thank you so much, ladies, lady and gentlemen. Yeah,
Thank you.
Loretta Aisha Akwashike and Ipwe Lebosi are obedient. We're really happy to have you. At least we have something different today, so we have to have you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Wishing you all the best ahead of the campaigns. Less than 100 days to the general elections.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, and that's the size of the show tonight. Thank you so much, my production assistant, Abayomi Abomire. Thank you. I think I saw DJ Zeal and Ayo and all the great guys. Let's do this again on Monday. Walking away, thanking God that we're going to meet again on Monday, God willing. And thank you, Aisha, Akwashiki, Loretta. Thank you, Lebosi.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure having you on the Nigeria Watch tonight. It's still keeping an eye on the Nation Show. We'll be back on Monday. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy yourself. Let's do this again on Monday, God willing. I love you. Good night.